Not the dilly whacker. Oh, not the. Damn, it really looking one-sided even right now. But damn, I'm gonna enjoy this shit. Hey guys and gals, Gaming T here, and today we are back with another reaction video, guys and gals. And today we are here with some more death battle. This is Ichigo versus Yusuke. Guys and gals, I don't know too much about Yu Hakusho, but let me just say I do know about this spirit gun, and I do know about some of them good ass fights they be having. They know how to get down, they know how to throw some hands, but damn sure. When it comes to Ichigo, the new season he got too? Ah, hell nah, he got new tech. He not only got better tech in his original series, with the new season, yo, he got updated tech. And they putting up against someone who doesn't even have a new series out today. In the past couple years, I believe, I'm not too sure. Anime could be popping up under my radar, I'm not too sure. But anyway, guys and gals, like I was saying, original video is in the description down below. Check it out for yourself. And of course, this is once again Death Battle. People who be making some spectacular goodies. So definitely go support them. Definitely check them out. And most indubitably, you know, put in my comment section who you think is gonna win. There we go, there we go.
Ichigo Kurosaki versus Yusuke Urameshi.
Like, you can't tell me Ichigo not gonna wipe him out. That he ain't just gonna blow him out the water.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I better see some wild feats from Yusuke, bro. There's no way they just do
what
this.
What happens when we die?
Endless nothingness? Jeez, man, I don't know. We just started.
Our souls are ferried by Shinigami, gods of death, in an eternal cycle of death and rebirth.
That was my second guess.
And when a soul goes astray, warped by evil and regret, it's a Shinigami's job to purify such violent hollows and send them off to the realm of the dead, the Soul Society.
Works great, till it doesn't. Enter Ichigo Kurosaki,
damn,
whose
nice
tragic
profile.
anime backstory came way too early when his mom was killed by a hollow. Reason number one why you should never want your kid to be the anime protagonist.
Left with his grief,
about right.
young Ichigo was crushed under the weight
about to go
of survivor's guilt.
So he lashed out
8 out of 10 at a time,
beating people up.
But this wound began to heal when he found his calling, upon meeting a Shinigami named Rukia. To stop a powerful hollow, she gave Ichigo her powers, rousing unseen potential within.
Boom! Just like that, Ichigo's a Shinigami.
Substitute Shinigami. To carry out his duties,
finally
Ichigo
later
sheds his
opened
body
up his
for an
real
invisible
abilities
one made of spiritual matter called Reishi.
And became
he can wield
an official
vast amounts of
Shinigami.
spiritual energy called Ryoku and exert it offensively in the form of spiritual
so.
pressure or Reiatsu.
Okay, that's a lot of big words, but all it really means is he's a super-powered ghost with an epic sword. His spirit aura is so strong, it can stun-lock foes, crushing them under his own power, even fatally.
He controls spirit matter in and around him, hardening his
But his
skin for
music
defense
hard.
and leaping off of invisible footholds in the air. Paired with speed-boosting skills like Shunpo, he can virtually fly.
Say goodbye to the kid who beat up bullies for their lunch money, and hello to the town's new superhero with fellow Ghostbusters, or
Exactly, basically a Ghostbuster.
Plus Rukia, it was the Shinigami's job to tear hollows a new hole.
While balancing responsibilities at school,
I'm not gonna lie, Orihime had all that. She had
maybe a round or two of tech.
But
Rack
it
was
wouldn't be
looking
possible
crazy a
without
minute
his
ago.
Shinigami blade, a Zanpakuto. It's basically a super-powered spirit that's physically a sword. Ghost sword!
Though strangely, Ichigo's sword is composed of two distinct spirits, both named Zangetsu, which isn't confusing at all.
Just call him Old Man Zangetsu and Hollow Zangetsu. Anyway, the double ghost sword gives Ichigo lots of new moves, including his trademark attack, the sword beam to end all sword beams, Getsuga Tensho!
Getsuga Tensho is incredibly powerful, and so effective that Ichigo developed multiple variants. He can
Like, it's
fire it as a
iconic.
wave,
It's one of the
detonate
iconics
mid-attack
right there.
to act as a barrier, and combine two at once into the even stronger Getsuga Jujisho.
To cut even the biggest hollows down to size, Ichigo was ridiculously strong, even from frame 1.
He can make giant shockwaves and parry spiritual light beams from a Menos Grande. And these aren't fake, slower-than-light lasers. Guidebooks confirm they're real light, and the novels say so too.
Plus, early on,
damn.
Ryu moved so fast that he left his own shadow behind.
What
But
the
as
fuck?
Ichigo became more involved with the Soul Society, he quickly found that he wasn't good enough.
This Byakuya
Yeah, gotta
guy's
get
so
stronger
fast,
out here.
Ichigo can't even see him. Time for a good old-fashioned training arc. Hit the music!
Until now, Zangetsu had operated only in its base state, Shikai. So Ichigo learned to release its inner power, a 10 times boost that takes most Shinigami a decade to master.
Kai.
In Bankai, his speed skyrocketed, letting him turn the tables on douchebag Byakuya. Even in Shikai, he blocked an attack that could destroy the whole frickin' Soul Society.
Because Ichigo's greatest gift is his potential to improve. Despite only being a teenager, he mastered swordsmanship well enough to thrash experts who had been training for centuries. He can quickly
Looking
adapt to new
badass while
weapons and
doing it,
styles
too.
mid-fight, surpassing his limits time and time again.
Like when he took on Catboy Grimjow. It's
my nigga right there.
But as soon as he heard Orihime cheering him on, that was all he needed to smash that kitty.
He just needed some
You
cheeks to
mean Grimjow,
support.
right?
Yeah, but even with that main character energy, Ichigo couldn't match Big Bad Aizen. With just a finger, Aizen stopped Ichigo's Bankai and his theme song. Rude!
Ichigo needed to tap
was
into
like
his
that.
unexplained
Still is
hollow
like
power.
that.
Except Hollow Zangetsu wasn't going to make it easy.
Old man Zang's pretty chill, but this guy's a menace.
Still, Ichigo needed his help and conjured a hollow mask to expand his power. But this meant the hollow within only grew stronger.
Masked up, he can fire lasers, bypass super senses, and heal lost limbs. But piss him
Damn.
off enough, and he'll go full hollow. And you really don't
Want that.
Hollowification exceeds even Bankai and was enough to crush Ukiura in a battle that shook all of Hueco Mundo, the world of hollows.
Full hollow Ichigo could even tear through all 3 layers of hell.
But with help from his secret Shinigami father, Ichigo continued to train for months in the Dangai, a corridor between dimensions, until he was finally ready to challenge Aizen.
Challenge is an understatement. He manhandled Aizen, shattered mountains with sheer aura, and flexed so hard he smashed out of the black coffin.
That shit
which
was
crushes
crazy.
space like a mini black hole.
And yet, it still wasn't enough. So by becoming Getsuga itself, Ichigo unleashed his ultimate attack, Mugetsu, defeating Aizen at the cost of all his power.
He might have saved everyone, but now it was back to Normieville.
Ichigo never truly realized until then just
Damn.
how much being a Shinigami meant to him. The power to protect others, his drive, his pride in himself was gone. He would give anything to get it back.
And his
And
his
he
friend
did,
still got
thanks to a
powers.
surprise
That's
assist
crazy.
from Rukia. Boom! Shinigami again!
Just in time for a 1,000-year blood war with the final
Yeah,
ending boss, Yuhabak.
Who planned to end everything. And while other Shinigami tried their best, only Ichigo was special enough to pull it off.
His father was a Shinigami. His mother was a member of the ancient Quincy's and possessed by a hollow. Hence, his
Oh.
two Zanpakuto spirits,
Oh, I didn't know
one
that one.
Quincy, the other Hollow and Shinigami, made Ichigo a perfect union to break Yuhabak's plan. Finally, Ichigo understood himself, fully unifying with both Zanpakuto spirits within. With that came a new Shikai and 2 new Zanpakuto.
True
Dude.
Shikai!
Damn,
if you
dude.
thought Ichigo was
He could
strong
do wheel
before,
now?
oh boy, he's the strongest Shinigami alive. Or dead. Undead? Yeah.
Stronger
Undead.
than Kenpachi, who could split the Dangai in half. Stronger than Senjumaru, who shook heaven and earth across the realms. And strong enough to match Yuhabak, even after he absorbed the Soul King.
Juiced up with Soul King power, Yuhabak could nuke all 3 realms. The human world, Soul Society, and Hueco Mundo, plus the Dangai and Garganta in between, which have a bunch of pocket dimensions sprinkled in. Hell, just the Soul King's corpse sent a shockwave across all the realms.
And it's not a matter of disrupting the flow of souls. Yuhabak was going to end everything through sheer power alone.
But Ichigo still wasn't done powering up.
Entering a new half-hollow form and merging his Getsuga Tencho with a mighty hollow attack,
God
Grand
damn.
Ray Sero.
making a giant crescent slash that rips through space itself.
All that
Space?
power culminating in his true Bankai. A power so great, even Yuhabak was scared of it.
Yo, if Yusuke don't pull something dimensional out his ass, or if that spirit gun has like some upgraded version of itself, there is no way I'm seeing a way for him to actually win this unless it's something revolving the spirit. But even then, he's gonna get washed. Ichigo is like faster. He's got better attacks. So far,
Joke's
so
on
far.
you! Ichigo didn't even need it! You're done!
Ichigo was finally content. And 10 years later, he remains a Shinigami, having found the courage to stand on the edge of life and death, conquer his fears, and walk onward.
Wait, who's he dating? Who is he dating?
Most teenagers have no idea what they want to do with their life. However, that was hardly a problem for juvenile delinquent Yusuke Urameshi, because he only ever wanted to do one thing.
Fight.
Throw hands! It don't matter who the ops are, be they women, old folk, or babies, Yusuke lived to fight. It's what gave life meaning. Who cares about stupid things like friends and family?
Which is why it was so surprising when one
Bro
day he
died.
threw himself in front of a speeding car to save a child, bringing that reckless life to a screeching halt.
Truck-kun claims another victim.
But this is chapter 1 of a battle shonen, so
Doesn't
death
he
is
get his
part
body
of the
back?
game.
Surprisingly, though, it wasn't a spooky
Or does he
skeleton
stay in
the hood
the
who arrived
demon
to
realm?
claim
I mean, the
Yusuke's soul.
spirit
It was
realm.
a blue-haired anime girl on a broomstick.
This was Botan, whose job was to ferry Yusuke's newly deceased spirit off to the afterlife.
Unfortunately, or I guess fortunately for him, he was such an asshole that the underworld didn't see his selfless death coming and didn't have any space prepared for him. Imagine being such a menace to society that the second you do something nice, hell itself gets caught with his pants down.
So the underworld surrogate king, Koenma, offered
Ooh.
Yusuke an alternative. He could return to life as an agent of the afterlife, a spirit detective, solving supernatural crimes and fighting off demonic threats to
Oh,
humanity.
I'll take it.
Naturally,
I'll take
Yusuke
it.
did what anyone would do in that situation and told Satan Jr. to stuff it. I mean, he was never really good for anything and no one was gonna miss him. So what's the
Wait
point of
for
coming
it.
back to life? It's not like his mom would be sad,
Did
or
he-
his childhood sweetheart Keiko would be
Yeah.
heartbroken, or even his rival
So he
Kuwabara
sees them
would
cry,
shed
then he
manly tears.
accepts.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
okay.
At the sight of loved ones who cared far more than he ever expected, Yusuke had a change of heart and accepted Koenma's offer, returning to life with a new purpose and a new job.
And newfound ass-kicking ability. In his quest
Wait,
to
did we
beat
just
the
get
dogs
money
out of
or
demonkind,
what?
Yusuke learned to harness Reiki, or spirit energy. He's ridiculously strong, fast, and durable, heals from wounds quickly, and can see spirits invisible to mortal men.
Even early on, Yusuke could parry Suzaku's lightning arrows, which are formed from real lightning called down from the sky.
Damn,
And with the
okay.
help of legendary warrior Genkai, he mastered a signature move that could blast anyone to smithereens.
My favorite shonen move ever, the
Spirit gun.
At first, Yusuke had a limited number of shots, but eventually he turned it into his personal WMD. Stronger than any weapon on Earth, he could go finger
I should
blast
watch
around as
Yu Yu
much as he
Hakusho, bro.
wants.
The spirit gun is more versatile than it appears. Yusuke can bounce it off surfaces for sneak attacks, propel himself around like a rocket in flight, and produce massive explosions with each shot.
He can twist it up for a spirit shotgun. a
Wait, and how does his
AoE
friend
blast,
become one of
or a
those
spirit punch, where he keeps the energy stored
detectives
in
or
his
whatever?
fist, Lovers the hell out of you.
Yeah, I really
and
should
the
watch it.
Spirit wave,
I really should
a
watch it.
Kamehameha from before.
God
and
damn,
to
you
the
gotta-
Americans knew what a Kamehameha was.
Got that in his
may be a
arsenal?
punk, but he's deceptively skilled and cunning in battle.
He's not afraid to fight dirty, ruin his shoes, using sleight of hand to place cigarettes on his foe to track them in the dark.
Personally, I'd call that smart, and his hand-to-hand is A+. He's matched experts like Cabano, who's said to have mastered all forms of martial combat.
But his
Damn.
best secret is how quickly he improves. All it takes is a round of training or someone threatening his friends, and Yusuke's power will spike to match stronger enemies, even if it means literally burning through his own life force for a power-up.
All known demons and demon fighters are individually ranked on a scale of power from E to S.
E and D class demons are nothing special. We're talking local threats at best. C and B are getting a bit dicey in a destroy your city kind of way. A and S,
Oh.
well, hold on to your ass. We're talking end of the world.
As Yusuke forged
Damn.
bonds with new allies, like demons Hiei and Kurama, as well as his old pal Kuwabara, he found himself facing opponents he couldn't beat, such as the monstrous Toguro, who could vaporize weaker demons and crush
I've
their
seen
souls
shit
with
about
sheer aura.
But
God
Yusuke
damn.
needed to
He
survive and
built
protect
different.
his loved ones. So he
Built
had no
kinda
choice
crazy.
but to rank up, even if it meant absorbing the power of a small star. Thanks, Genkai!
Our sun has an average luminosity of 380 septillion watts, or joules per second. Small stars like red dwarfs output about 1/10,000th of that. So this spirit orb's energy per second would equal about 9 million megatons of TNT.
Enough to send Toguro to the grave.
Even after pushing past his own limits, Yusuke would still need more power to face S-class threats like Sensui, a past spirit detective gone bad, and a great measuring stick for what top-tier demons are capable of.
Sensui was so yoked he couldn't even use all his power in the human world without threatening to bring down the whole thing. He compared destroying the whole goddamn planet to kicking an anthill.
Wait, is that his
According
brother?
to Genkai, Yusuke could destroy the planet too, if he really wanted. And even A-class threats like King Enma have shaken both the demon and human worlds.
That anima guy is strong as balls. In the past, he fought the Netherworld King Yakumo, who could eradicate the entire human world and remake the Netherworld.
But Yusuke's power surpassed both of them, to the point where he overloaded Yakumo with his own energy. And do keep in mind, Yusuke was still only A-class at the time, a far cry from S-classes like Sensui, whose sacred energy was 10 times his superior.
But not for long, sucker, because turns out Yusuke was a demon himself.
Literally. Yusuke is the descendant of an ancient and incredibly powerful being, one of the strongest in existence, Ryzen, the Demon King.
With his
The
Mazoku
Demon
mark,
King.
Yusuke can channel Ryzen's spirit for a huge power boost and a
that's
massive
cool.
thirst for murder boost. This was his first taste of a dangerous new
Kind of reminds me of
spirit
that one
energy,
anime with
Yoki.
the
A
yellow
form of energy
monster.
used by
Or
demons.
the yellow,
like normal Reiki, it can be amplified
demon.
by intense emotions.
And the
Unlike
kid
normal
with the
Reiki,
spear.
its use creates a pleasurable feeling, feeding into the user's rage and bloodlust, the feral animal within.
So Yusuke upgraded his spirit gun to a demon gun. It's the same thing, but
better.
red. Oh, and it's strong enough to blast Sensui past the horizon, putting Yusuke's power firmly in S-class.
And making him a prime candidate to rule the demon world. But
Ooh.
as he was thrust into a tournament vying for that throne, Yusuke began to wonder if all this power was what he really wanted.
Self-reflection?
No.
From I'll kick your ass, Yusuke Urameshi? Nah, we can worry about that later. There's a tournament to win. Which one of you, girl, baby, or grandparents is first?
Even then, as Yusuke took on the Demon King Yomi in an epic final battle, he was still growing. He had become far stronger than before, even achieving a unique version of the Mazoku form separate from Ryzen's influence.
And a brand spanking new form of power. Kinda like Sensui's sacred energy, but even better. It's so unprecedented, it doesn't even have a name, but it's golden glowy.
Strong enough to clash
Yeah,
with Yomi,
we gonna call it
creating an
the
explosion that
lemonade
split
aura.
the heavens above and decimated the Okunin tree below, pushing the Demon King himself to his absolute limits.
But then, Yusuke
Tapped out.
lost. It's not all bad though. Even if being king would have been cool, Yusuke realized he wanted something more. He'd grown up and chose to walk a new path.
It was always Yusuke's connections with others that motivated him above all else. And it was in those connections that he found his happy ending.
But
Aw.
I wouldn't piss him off if you can avoid it. Get him in the right mood or threaten the human world, and the spirit detective will beat your stupid ass.
Yo, did he get paid for this work? Me personally, I don't know if I want to be a spirit detective for free now. But yo, this still doesn't say he's gonna win.
Been foretold,
I still feel
but
like he
now,
about to get
finally,
locked the hell
it
up.
is reborn.
The original Death Battle shirt that once
GG
Mega Goo
Archive, including episodes that were
massive blog all about the science of
go look behind the scenes and get cool merch at deathbattle.gg.
Sweet.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a Death
Death
Battle!
Alright, let's see what we about to be cooking with. Let's see how devilish we about to get into.
That's a demon.
That's hollow.
No doubt about it.
Okay, so we're just locking in. Okay, already flying. Alright, come on, Ichigo. Lock in, lock in. Yeah, hand-to-hand combat, boy. Not the dilly whacker. Oh, not the no match. Yeah, bitch.
Chump change.
Reckless idiot!
Yeah, can't be doing that out here.
Baby! Little demon energy got you scared? Nah.
Oh, why is aura blue? Oh, he's blue. I don't believe it.
Two at once? Damn, why didn't I think of that?
Exactly. You know, you gotta think a little here.
Give in to me, Yusuke. Let's devour him together.
Oh, he's already moving to go to another phase.
My fight, jackass! You just won't be back!
Yeah, he already got to transform. Ichigo got this.
Yeesh, rude awakening. This one's a piece of work. Need a hand, partner?
Let's do it.
Sure, why not? Dab me up. Lock in with me.
I can go even faster if you'd like.
Go further beyond.
Hell yeah! Bring it on, asshole! I'll kill you even if it kills me! I'm putting it all on the line! You better do the same!
Lock in with me.
Screw that!
Come on. I know he don't got it in.
Give me a freaking break.
Wait.
You on the other side.
Ooh, okay.
Think the afterlife offers frequent flyer miles?
There's a lot to cover here, so let's break this down into 4 chapters.
Yo, that was a sweet conclusion. As we already just seen, that entire battle was one-sided as fuck.
3:28 a.m.
Do you see this bull Harky? Either someone is supplying them with the most wildest fights yet to date, or someone on the team over there in Death Battle is choosing these one-sided fights, or this as a one-sided fight. Sometimes the fights could vary. Sometimes, you know, they make it even at the very end. Nice, you know, rounded. This shit is terrible. This shit is garbage. Ichigo took 3 of the 4 fucking frames. The 4 fucking slots. He took speed. He took abilities. He took power. This shit ain't even. This shit ain't even. They couldn't even find someone else, you know, to match up against Ichigo even a slight bit. Maybe like, shit. Shoot, honestly, I don't know. But either way, they could have found someone in existence as a whole to fight Ichigo on a fair, nice battleground. And had this shit at least looking a little more even, a little more neck and neck. Like, honestly, let me just say that this is actually one of the I feel like it's one of the most shortest fights I've ever watched from Death Battle. And that's crazy to say a little bit. Because Death Battle be making some nice long duration, great video duration, and be showing some good hand-to-hand combat. And they only gave me the good hand-to-hand combat, the amazing graphics of the fight, besides that, the duration felt small. The battle felt one-sided as fuck. And honestly, I mean, shoot, I can't keep going back and forth about how it being one-sided and stuff like that. That's not really a good thing. But I still enjoyed it either way. I still liked it. I still had fun watching it. And honestly, it was still cool to see them fight against each other. Still go head-to-head. Even if it wasn't even, you know, it was still cool. But anyway, guys and gals, I do hope you all like, subscribe, and enjoyed the video. And if you did like, subscribe, don't forget to hit that bell right by subscribing, get my notifications pop on next. And besides that, guys and gals, you can comment down what you want to say to me, give me your opinions, maybe go to Death Battle, give your opinions to them, you know, stuff like that. But besides that, guys and gals, I'm giving T and giving you T. See you guys and gals later.